Hello, this is Cody and welcome to the channel. Today we're out here in the 55 plus community of Sun City Festival out here in Buckeye in the far west Phoenix Valley. It is an awesome community in here. They have great amenities, some great homes. I'll do a full tour of this one later in the video. I'm going to do a full tour of all the amenities they have here, the golf courses, the neighborhood, so you can get a really good feel for what this community's like. The biggest factor for most people in deciding if they like Sun City Festival is the location. It is a little more remote, so we're going to get into all that in this video. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's hop into it. So let's start off with the most important factor of this community, and that is the location. It is in the far west Phoenix Valley in Buckeye, so it is quite a ways out here. This is the drive from Phoenix out to this community. So as you can see, there's not really any traffic, but it is just quite a distance. Right here you can see it's about a 55-minute drive to the airport in downtown Phoenix to this community, so it is a little bit of a drive to get out here. So real quick, I do offer a free 55 plus community guide. All you need to do is email me and I can send that right over to you. This guide has a ton of information about the different communities, all the fees, all the price ranges, pros and cons. So just send me an email and I'll send that right over to you completely for free. So this is just me driving into the community. This is one of their entrances. It's just really well done with the fountains, the Sun City Festival sign, the green grass. You'll notice that in this whole community. It's very well landscaped, very well done. This is driving up to one of the 3 community centers that we're going to take a tour of today. There's beautiful green trees, really cool architecture, and of course you have your golf carts. There were a ton of golf carts throughout this whole community really, but especially at this club, because at this club is also the golf club, which we'll get into in a few minutes here. Walking around here at the Sage Community Center was really awesome. It's so beautiful out here. Here are some of the bocce ball courts that they have at the center. They have more at one of the other centers that we'll get to. And you can just see how really well manicured this whole community is, and especially this center. They have the beautiful grass here, the trees everywhere. So if you're walking around, you're in the shade out of that Arizona sun. And they even have a playground. So a lot of people will, have their grandkids out. So there is stuff to do for the grandkids. It's not like kids aren't allowed in this community at all, as long as they're not living here. Some of these 55 plus communities don't really give you a super luxurious feel, but this one definitely does. This community is really well taken care of. Everything is a lot newer out here, so that helps. So over here you can see the pool. I couldn't get a great shot of it. They weren't letting me in the clubs for some reason to take video, but here's a quick picture of the pool. It is resort style. There's a lot of seating out there, a lot of different sections. There's plenty of room for everyone, so a lot of people can be out there at the same time. It really wasn't busy when I was there at all either. And over here you have a sand volleyball court. It was really nice, really soft sand, and it had lights, so it is a nice option. It didn't look like it had been used too often, but something different to do if you wanted to try that out. And over here are the tennis courts, of course, and the pickleball courts. There were a ton of people playing over here pickleball, but as you can see to my right, there are still a lot of empty courts. So you're never going to be strapped for a court and not be able to find a spot because, they have a ton of courts at this one community center alone, and there are 2 more community centers that have courts as well. So you're never going to be missing out on playing time because of how busy it is. As you can see, there are the empty courts, and then they're completely full over here. And while walking through this Sage Community Center out here in Festival, the biggest thing I'm noticing is just how high quality everything is and how much newer it is than a lot of the other communities in Phoenix. All the amenities are super high quality. All of the recreation things are super high quality. They have great grass out here, great grounds that are very well kept, tons of trees. It's really an awesome place. It's a pleasure to walk around here. It really is. So I think they did a really good job out here. Whether you like the location or not is probably the biggest question. And then over here are some horseshoe pits, which is kind of interesting. You don't see that at a lot of the different communities, but they do have a lot of them. So I'm guessing it gets pretty busy. And over there is a little putting green so you can practice your golf skills. And here's just a better shot of what the Sage Community Center actually looks like. It is a really nice, newer community center, just like everything is in this community. It's very well done on the inside and the outside. Grounds are so well kept. They would not let me film inside for some reason. It was kind of frustrating. But if you ever wanted to get a tour, just let me know and we can go on in there and show you around. And you saw all the golf cart parking that I just filmed. There were so many golf carts driving around this community and this center, like I mentioned before. So over here is actually the golf club. It's a really cool building also, and it's right in the same area of the Sage Community Center. So I just walked right over here. It's very, very close. So it is a really nice club. And they do have a really nice restaurant on the back side of this that I couldn't get a good shot of, but I'll have a picture of it later. But it was a very nice restaurant, and I've heard great things about it. So in this community, if you are a big golfer, you can pay $2,000 and have unlimited play for the year. Or if you only golf occasionally, it's just $60 a day and you can play all day. So there's two different options there. It really depends on how much you play. And this is that restaurant that I was mentioning. It's really well done, great views, and just a great scenery out here. And here's my driving over to another one of the community centers that I'll show you in a second here. I just wanted to show you what it's like to drive through this community. It's very nice, very well done, as everything is. You can see the ponds here, the golf course right on the other side of that pond, the green grass lining the roads, the nice fountains. So there were a ton of people walking around in this community, golf carting, everything. So over here, we're at the Wagner Sports Complex. This is the softball field. They do softball leagues out here, and it gets pretty intense from what I hear. So it's pretty awesome. Stay active, and there's a ton to do out here. So this is a really cool spot. And then heading on over here are going to be some more pickleball courts. So you can see there were a ton of people playing over there. All those courts were filled up. But then over here, there's a ton of wide open courts. So you're never going to be strapped for a court. Like I said, between the 3 different clubs, there's plenty of space here. So you're never going to be running out of room. And one thing I thought was really cool was this men's tournament that they do for pickleball. So I thought that was really cool. I'm sure they have a women's one as well. So that'll do it for the Wagner Sports Complex, but this is my drive over to the other community center. You can see the fountain and the mountain views. It's a really nice place for a lot of people were walking. Nice driving in here, like I mentioned. And then this is the other club that we're going to be at. This is the last community center. There are 3 in here. This is the 3rd one. This is the newest one. It is very, very nice, very modern. It's probably one of the best clubs that I've seen in all of the 55 plus communities. They wouldn't let me film inside, like I said, but here is what the inside looks like. There's a bar in there, some seating, a fireplace. It's just a really nice atmosphere in there and very, very well done, very modern. Here's a quick little shot of the pool at this club. They do have 2 resort-style pools in this community. I showed you the one earlier. This is a quick picture of that one. A lot of seating out there, the mountain views, so it's really a beautiful spot. Now we're going to get into what the homes are like in this community. As you can see, there are a lot of different models in here, so not every house is going to be the same cookie-cutter model. This house we're going to do a full tour at does have 3-car garage, a nice front courtyard. As we walk in here, you'll see it is right on the golf course. You can't see it great from here, but we'll get a great shot of it here in a second. Nice open concept layout. Again, they have a ton of models in here, so there are going to be a lot of different options you could choose from if you potentially were interested in this community. So this house is 2 bedrooms, 2 bath, and it does have a den over here, which we'll get to right here in a second. Sorry for that lens flare. The house is so bright with all these views, my camera didn't know what to do. But you can see out there is the nice golf course view. This is the den that they used as a little sitting or reading room. So this house is listed at $639,000 at the time of this video. Houses did begin being built here in 2005 and 2006, and they're still being built today. So you can get a brand new house in here. They have a ton of different models. They're offering great options in here. So if you had any questions about those, I do have a ton of virtual tours of those different models as well, so you can see what they're like. So if you have any questions, just shoot me an email. I can send you the videos of those houses as well, so you can see what those are like and kind of what they're offering. One thing I haven't quite yet mentioned about this community are the HOA fees. So they do charge $435 per quarter. It works out to about $145 a month, and that covers your community center fees and the common area maintenance. So it's pretty much on par with the other communities. It's not on the expensive side. All the amenities are very well done and very well kept. So it is well worth it in my opinion, and really not too bad of a price. You can see this awesome view back here off the backyard of this house. Really is a great place. Do it for our tour today of Sun City Festival. I hope I was able to show you guys what a great community this is. I'm really curious to see what you guys think. Is this community too far out here for you, or is the remoteness something you're interested in and being close to the White Tank Mountains? So I am a local realtor here in Phoenix. I do a ton of work in these 55 plus communities. So if you have any questions, my information is on the screen, or you can drop something in the comments. And if you're interested in that free 55 plus guide that I have for the communities here in Phoenix, just go ahead and shoot me an email. I can send that over to you for free. Ton of information in there. So I look forward to seeing you guys at the next one.